All right, well, we just picked up some pretty nice comic books from my LCS today. So let's go ahead and dig through these books and see exactly what we got. All right, let's get started. Yeah, nice little assortment here of $2 bin, some price per pound discounted books, and some individual purchases like this one. Batman issue 199, picked it up, paid $10 for it. And I thought that was a pretty good deal. Not a miraculous, amazing deal, but I thought it was actually a pretty solid find, actually, for $10. Batman issue 199, and it looked pretty clean. I did actually go through this one, obviously, because, yeah, I wanted to find out if it looked actually pretty clean and was attached, and it was, which is cool. 1960, I'm just going to guess, 1968. But yeah, I mean, you're in the realm of like a 4.5, 5.0, maybe even a 5.5. Maybe that's stretching it. But I mean, it's a fairly clean book. So for $10, I know for certain that if I wanted to buy this off of, it's got a little writing down here, off of eBay, even on an auction, it's probably going to go for 10 to 20 bucks minus shipping and fees and all that stuff. So for $10 is about as good as I can get, and it's kind of an iconic cover that I always liked and wanted to have for some reason. So I thought it was cool. Yeah, Batman issue 199, paid $10 for it, and I am happy to have it. Amazing Spider-Man issue 321, $2 bin, 1989. I'm gonna say. I'm guessing 1989. Sweet. It's been a while since I guessed right. $2 bin. I've seen them in the $2 bin occasionally. I usually pass on them, but this one actually looked fairly clean. And I get that these aren't super high price books or whatever. Obviously very high print runs on these, but I picked it up and I thought it was pretty clean. So I figured for $2, I thought it was pretty cool. And I'm not familiar with this issue. Ooh, that was a cool game. Operation Wolf. I remember that. Yeah, I like this one. My God, look at the prices on this stuff. RBI Baseball, $42.50. Jesus, that's incredible. This is 1989, right? Nintendo Action Set, $100. $42 for Super Mario Brothers. All right, I'm getting sidetracked here. Sorry, guys. I thought that's kind of cool, but wow, that's a lot of money for 1989. RBI Baseball. I guess it's about what, $100, 100 and quarter, whatever. Amazing Spider-Man 321. I'll shut up. Moving on. Amazing Spider-Man 337. Yeah, you probably had maybe, I guess, 5 or so in the bin, maybe a little bit more. And I picked out, I think, maybe 3 or 4 of them. And the ones looked actually really clean. So these were bagged and unboarded. I took them out of the bags. But yeah, I was actually really happy with the condition of these. So I thought it was actually a pretty cool pickup for $2. And I don't believe I have this issue. Spider-Man 337. I know obviously there's a lot of certain keys, and I have no idea if those are keys. They're probably not, but either way, I'm kind of happy with it. Fork Battle Tales. Issue number 5. It's like 102 degrees today. I think it's like supposed to be the last hot day of the year, but where I'm at, I'm baking hot. But I decided to pull the trigger on this video anyways. But issue number 5, 4 Battle Tales. Picked it up, $2 bin. It looked pretty clean. I liked it, old war stories. I liked 4 battles. I liked the horror and the wars. I'm trying to think of the one mixture of horror and war that is eluding me right now, but I think it kind of goes together like peanut butter and jelly when it comes to comic books. But 4 Battle Tales, issue number 5. Moving on. Back to the Spider-Man issue 330, $2 bin. 1990. I guess I could have put these in orders before I did this video, but I always forget to do that. Yeah, issue number 330, another clean Spidey, so I picked it up, and looks like the last of the Spideys here. Issue number 338, early September. Yeah, this one looks also really clean, which is actually really cool. It's like a 7080. I mean, it matters a little bit. I get there. It's not an extraordinarily old book, but to find a Spidey that's above a 60 is going to have a little bit more value to it, obviously. But Amazing Spider-Man issue 338. And one more book out of the $2 bin. I picked it up. G.I. Joe 60 center issue number 26. Newsy. 1984. I do like G.I. Joe. And if I don't have the particular issue, I'm going to pick it up. Because if I go on my comic shop and I want to pick up this issue, I'm going to spend like maybe $6 to $8 for like a 6.0 grade. And I thought this one was in the realm of a 6.0 newsstand, which is actually pretty cool. So for $2, I thought this was actually, for me, it's a pretty easy pickup. So, all right, moving on. And we're moving into the price per pound deal. Picked up 5 pounds actually. So paid $12.50 for all these remaining books. And yeah, American Flag issue number 34. And it comes out to about 35 cents a book, which is a pretty cool deal. American Flag issue number 4, First Comics. There are several of these. I picked them up. It's kind of cool. I read a couple of these. It's kind of like a futuristic, or not futuristic, like a dystopian, authoritarian disaster of the world kind of going into corruption and all that stuff. And they're fighting corruption and people and power and money and all that stuff. And it's kind of a quirky, fun style to it, but it's also kind of a serious, kind of a lot of battle scenes going on in that regard. It's a mixture, but kind of interesting stuff. Joker Last Laugh. I thought this was cool. It looked clean. I saw it in there, and this is not a particularly cheap book actually. So for 35 cents, and it looks like it's like a VF copy. It was just thrown in. I thought it was pretty cool. January 2002. It's actually a little older than I thought. But yeah, issue number 6, and I think there is 6 of that. Does it say on here? Yeah, 6 of 6, obviously. So I thought that was actually cool, and that's probably, I'm gonna put that one up just because I'm gonna bag and board that instantly. But I mean, that's probably a $4 or $5 book. At least in my mind, I think it is. American Flag issue number 5. I'm not gonna go through all these flags here one by one, but I got a nice little handful of it. American Flag issue number 9. These do seem to have a little bit of water damage, which is perfectly fine. They are 100% reader copies, which in my mind is perfectly fine. American Flag issue number 17. These are all out of order, unfortunately. American Flag issue number 40. We saw that cover from another lot here. And American Flag issue number 2. That's cool. I have issue number 1. Sweet. I'm going to have to, yeah, I'm going to read this one because I read number 1. And nice. I'm just going to put that one up. A little bit of water damage on there, but it is what it is. Archie's Christmas Stocking, number 630. Picked it up. Yeah, I actually got an order of 90s Archies that I actually bought on eBay. What year is this? 1992. Yeah, I think I got about 40 of them coming. Unlike the Tomb Raiders, I'm pretty confident these are gonna come because they're already got shipped out. So yeah, but they're actually pretty high grade, which is cool. But Archie Christmas Stocking, 630 for 35 cents about, I think is really cool. I'm gonna pick those up all day. Yes, I like Archies. I'm not gonna say I don't. Jughead's Time Police number 1. Yeah, we had another Time Police in another video. I don't know if it was number 1. I think it was number 6 or something. But I thought this was actually pretty cool. I'm pretty sure this does not have really any particular value to it being a number 1 or kind of a offbeat Jughead. But Jughead's Time Police number 1, that looks fairly clean, which is actually looks really, really pretty clean. I'm going to put that one up too, just because... Yeah, I don't know. I could be wrong on that. Jughead issue number 30, Archie Comics. Yeah, he probably had a good 30 Archie Comics in there, and I think I maybe picked up 5. I think there's one more after this. But I pick up all the ones that are, I would say, in mid or higher grade, if they're like 90s or later. And if obviously they're like 70s, I'm just going to pick them up regardless for the price. Looks like last of the Archies here. The new Archies issue number 21. Another actually really clean book here. Let's say 93. 1990. Not really good at that. Nice. My God, it's really hot. I'm doing this midday on a very hot day. And if I pass out, yeah, I guess that'll look kind of funny on stream. All right, moving on. But yeah, thanks to everyone who's been liking and subscribing to my videos. It's been really awesome messaging me. Archie. American Flag issue number 21. Let's not waste any more time. We got a lot of these. But yeah, I always appreciate talking with you guys. And it's obviously helping out the channel. And yeah, American Flag issue number 6. So I appreciate all those who've subscribed. And if not, I don't care. As long as you guys enjoy it yourselves, that's all that matters. American Flag issue number 3. Nice. Definitely has some... Looks like it's got some rust on the staples here. They all look like they have a little bit of water damage here, which is probably why they're in the discounted dollar bin. Oh my God, I'm losing my voice. It's so hot. American Flag issue number 22. This will be a shorter video. Next video is going to be longer probably because I think I'm going to be making another purchase off of Facebook Marketplace. American Flag issue number 37 with a little stamp there. I see that 25 center. Who knows when that was stamped on there? It's very interesting. Someone just stamping a 25 cents on a book. But yeah, so I will go over the Archies, and I will go over what I'm hoping is going to be a Facebook order. And yeah, whatever I always pick up at my LCS, which I try to go down there every week or so. American Flag issue number 43. Hopefully that's enough with American Flags. John Sable Freelancer. Yeah, here are a couple of these in here. Issue number 27, like I said before. I've got maybe 4 of them, or I had 4 of them, and I've read all of them, and I actually enjoyed all of them, and now I have a few more. We got issue number 27 here, and I enjoy John Sable. John Sable Freelance issue number 29. This one's got the same little rust at the bottom staple here as the American, has the, whatever, can't even think right now, it's so hot, the American Flags. It looks like it got picked up from the same seller, or however my comic shop managed to pick all this up. But it looks like it's got some water damage on all this stuff. American Flag, Knots, issue number 8. And that, I believe, is the end of the American Flags. Zot, he's back. Eclipse Comics number 17. Yeah, there's a handful of these, and I picked them up. And March 1988. I actually read this when I was a kid once, and never actually recall seeing them or reading them later on in life. But I think these are pretty kid-friendly stories. They kind of go into the future, and I thought they were kid-friendly stories. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe I'm way off. I think it is. It's kind of they go back into like a quirky world where like there's a lot of like positivity and stuff going on. But I was young and could be off, but I don't think I am. Maybe, I mean, there's a lot of issues with this stuff, so maybe there's just a one-off, but I'm pretty sure it's a pretty friendly, kid-friendly run of books here. Zot, issue number 24. Amazing Spider-Man, issue 689. It's got some ticks on it, a little low grade. Dan Slott's 2010. 2012. Yeah, I was guessing, obviously. That was cool. I mean, even if it's got some ticks on it, and I mean, it's not in perfect shape, I still thought for 30, 35 cents or whatever, it's not a bad deal here. Amazing Spider-Man issue 653, because I could obviously lock these up and put them on. I mean, I could sell them on eBay, I could sell them to anyone, and they're going to do better than the price I paid for them. But issue number 653, I just said that. 2011, a little bit of ticks, a little bit of, yeah. Spider-Man Black, Blue, Red, and All Over issue number 1. I thought this was pretty crazy. I think you could have maybe put a couple dollar price tag on this one, but okay. 2006. This one's older than I thought. That's a little, feels like a little loose at the staple, but still, that's not. That's a pretty cool little find. And I'm not even the biggest Spider-Man fan. I'm actually probably far from it. I enjoy Spider-Man, but he is definitely down my list. Quite a bit compared to a lot of other superheroes that I enjoy reading. Amazing Spider-Man Part 2, issue number 68, The Chameleon Conspiracy, issue number 21. Feels like it's got a little bit of water damage on it. That's probably the reason why it's in the same bin as I've been saying. An Amazing Spider-Man issue number 65. But yeah, like I said, I'm definitely going to have to get back into Whatnot, because, what do we got here? Thor issue number 10, The War of Realms. I thought this was a pretty cool little, or I mean, not this particular book, but these Spider-Mans, and I guess the Thor's coming up, and some of these Archies. I thought this was actually really not a bad little find for the price per pound deal this week, so I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm going to have to definitely get back on Whatnot. I don't know if maybe comic books are just going up in price, or if it's just a Whatnot thing. According to eBay solds, I mean, a lot of books aren't really shooting up in price, but Whatnot has really been the a seller's market right now. That is for damn sure. Thor issue number 15, and moving back into the Zots here. Zots issue number 33 and Zot 34. yeah, there's obviously a lot of, I mean, if you're a seller, it's one thing, but if you're a buyer, obviously the strategy is completely different. I think I've said that before, but Amazing Spider-Man issue number 663, 2011. Some ticks, but this one's actually not too terribly bad. So I thought that was actually pretty cool. Oh God, it's getting hot. But yeah, I mean, like, obviously, like I said, if you're a buyer, obviously you want to focus on streams where they're actually just selling random books of all different kinds, and the customer base is kind of, you know, a mixture of everyone. That helps you, you know, it gives you the opportunity for a book to go a little bit cheaper when there's just kind of a mix of random books and people don't know what they're actually going to see next, and they may not know the value of it, or they may not be interested in it, and that's when books can kind of go cheap, assuming they're even starting off the auction at a low price or whatever, which is not as much as the case as it used to be. But when you're the seller, you want to do the opposite of that strategy, of course, and you want to actually focus on one specific theme, whether if it's all Zots or all Batmans or Spider-Mans or whatever it may be. You want to focus on that and kind of, you know, put out a little, you know, your little listing or your little video ahead of time. Say, hey, we're running all Batmans and Flashes, yada yada, and that gives, you know, a week or so for all the Batman and Flash fans to bookmark your show and get ready for your Batmans and Flashes to be ran. Because like I said, if you got, you know, 30 Batman fans coming into a stream, you know, you run a particular issue, it's going to go for more money than if you're running Zots mixed in with, you know, Batmans and just a whole host of random stuff. That's how, so the strategy is different. Eclipse Comics issue number 30. I got one more book and we're going to call it quits because I'm literally sweating right now. And yeah, this video is, it's really hot and I can't talk. And when it gets hot, I can't talk. And yeah. Eclipse Comics issue number 12, last book of the video, and until next time, probably, hopefully be next week. It'll go over some more Archies and hopefully a bigger purchase from Facebook Marketplace. But yeah, until then, thanks for watching, guys, and I will talk to you later.